Welcome back, ShoeTubers, to another episode of Sneakers and Up. I am the co-host Dante, and today we have, again, Cup of Soul, as you can tell from the shirt.
There you go. Follow me on Instagram, A Cup of Soul, if you can, just as the way it's spelled.
Nelly.
So,
insert applause. No, I'll put it in.
Oh, okay.
In post.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's all good. All right, so we're going to do something a little different today. So he's been here. Our resident hype beast has been visiting us a few times.
Mr.
Okay. Our resident Mr. Hype Beast has been visiting us a few times. And today, he actually brought up a topic that he wanted to talk about. So I'm going to let him lead it.
So, I don't know if you guys know, Nike as a corporation, as a business, they always do help and supply sneakers to the local mom and pop boutique. But something that I read on Instagram and Twitter that really kind of hit home, or it kind of saddened me, was there's a mom and pop boutique out in San Mateo. If you haven't heard of Premier, I've been there, did some raffles, won a couple times. They're always, great people there, and the owner Aaron, a great dude. And so he got this letter from Nike like 2 weeks ago, I guess. Basically said, you're done, no more supply for you, no more sneakers, poof, it's gone.
I think I read that. There was like no warning.
There was no warning. So
no warning. No time limit.
Nothing.
60 days,
Nothing.
90 days. No warning. Just cut.
Exactly. He even stated on his Twitter account, or the Premier Boutique Twitter account, that he tried to work with Nike, but Nike just gave him no leeway, just gave him some generic corporate answer. Sorry, we're going a different direction, aka, you're done with Nike. But he's a legit guy. He wasn't like, there's tons of mom and pop boutiques, I'm sure you guys know, they love to backdoor shit, all day long.
Right.
He never did that. Never ever. He was 100% legit. So that's probably not a reason why we think they would close his account. But it looks like Nike is basically, I don't know, my opinion, I don't know what Dante thinks. I feel Nike is at that level of basically greed, right? Because you think about the cost for them to sell it to these mom and pop stores. So if they're getting wholesale from them, so you and me as a retailer, we pay whatever, $160 for the shoe.
Right.
The boutique is paying 40% off of that. So if you don't know how that works, that's how much they're paying. So they're paying about, I guess, $100 for the shoe.
Right.
From Nike, and then they mark it up to us. But if you're Nike, you're thinking, why would I want to have to sell 40% off to them when I can just get all the profits?
Do you think this has something to do with, it just dawned on me mid-video that I remember hearing back a little while ago talking about Nike was joining with Amazon. Do you think that would have something to do with it?
That's a good point. I didn't think about that, but I think Dante did bring a very valid point that maybe this whole Amazon merging agreement, where now you can buy sneakers on Amazon too, I don't know if it's going to be the limited stuff that everyone's sought after. And I'm sure there's going to be a bot for that.
Oh, yeah.
Or it's probably already out there, right? Who knows, right?
That's going to be easy for them.
But the bottom line I'm thinking is, I feel really saddened that Nike is pulling the shit. Not just on this one mom and pop store.
And Jordan Brand never even returned the call.
Or he tried. I guess.
Yeah, I guess he. From what because I read the article as well, and judging from the article, he said that he tried reaching out to the Jordan rep numerous times and never got a call back, never got a nothing.
So it just goes to show you, man. Like, you think life is set at a certain way or certain course, and then boom, something happens. And you just can't really control it, right? It's almost like, to some degree, like he was like basically fired or laid off.
Yeah, it's
just like that.
Yeah, well, it's worse because
it's his livelihood.
Yeah, well, it's your livelihood, but you're also invested. You're also paying the rent here. It's 100% your income. You put all your blood, sweat, and tears into it. And he said that the Nike Jordan account was 50% of his business. Right,
which is really staggering if you think about it. If you're going to open, most of us collect sneakers for the fun of it. And there's always someone that wants to do the business aspect. Like, hey, I want to open a sneaker boutique, right? But then you got to take the time and think about, what is your supply and stock going to look like? And if it's 50% one item, or if your client is just one customer, then if that customer's gone, 50% of your business,
Right. Well, but
So-
you can't control that because
You can't.
it's
You just
Nike.
can't.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, I'm wearing a Nike shirt now.
Well, I mean,
Okay, that's fair. But you get what I'm saying. It's like
Exactly,
you
exactly.
can't really control that. You can't control what the public wants. All you can do as a retail establishment is provide them that want, so you get their profits. If you get swept it from underneath you, there's nothing that you could do. I think what do you well, I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think that's a cold ass move.
that is pretty sad. I mean, if you build such, I think he was in business for 12 years, and you would think
Yeah, I
like
think something like that.
when you're with a relationship with a company, they would have the decency to give you some time, right?
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. So even if it wasn't in the best interest of the company to go that way anymore, which I don't fully understand with Nike, but at the end of the day, it's like you made the comment. Well, maybe they want to get the profit, not sell the sneaker anymore. But my argument to that is why wouldn't you? Because that those sneakers that you sold to Premier or to the mom and pop, that is guaranteed money that you now have from selling them that shoe. Because you don't loan it out and you don't get paid as a sneaker sale. They pay for all that product up front. So there's that loss, and then there's the simple fact that sorry, I lost my train of thought. But basically what I'm getting at is that they didn't give him any warning. And that's absolutely horrible. That's what I think is the most coldest out of all of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no sorry or not even a meeting to say why they're doing this, or
Yeah.
like giving them a time frame, and that does really bother me.
I personally think it's, and I'm still gonna buy Nikes, and I'm still gonna buy J's, but I think it's a sign of weakness. I think right now, because if you look at Nike, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but the Nike app and Nike has been putting stuff on clearance a lot sooner and a lot more often, and then they're having clearance sales on top of that a lot more often. I don't know what their objective is, but people aren't buying stuff at retail anymore.
I mean, you gotta really think Nike is a corporation. It's a business,
Right,
right?
right.
We love sneakers because we love sneakers for whatever reason.
And it started as a moment. It just
It
grew
did.
up.
I mean, if
it
you guys
blew.
know the trivia, what was the first name of the company before it became
I know, but I lose it on the spot.
Blue Ribbon Sports?
Yep,
that was
that's
the
right.
actual name. But the key thing I want to also address is that, being a corporation, they still have to report to other people. These people are the stockholders, right?
Yeah.
These are people who are buying Nike stocks, and they're like, we want the stock to go up, and how do we do this? So either we need to increase our sales, cut back on certain things, etc., whatever, make the money sheet different. So this is what Nike's trying to do. They're trying to make this ambitious goal of selling whether X amount of shoes or billions and billions of dollars by a certain amount of year. So these stockholders would be like, yeah, great, thanks for making our stock better. Because, I mean, that's money that they invested into the company, technically for a stockholder.
Right.
So, I mean, you could go the other route instead of buying sneakers, and this is for another topic, of course. We can buy stocks. We can buy stocks of Nike. I mean, you're part ownership of the company versus buying these sneakers versus buying the company. So that's a different topic. But today, I mean, I just wanted to share my sadness of like kind of the way Nike's going with these mom and pop stores.
And
This is not probably the first time.
I was just gonna say and this is really the only first one that we've heard of. I mean, who really posts, stuff like that?
That they got screwed by Nike, right? I mean, joking aside, we always see the ones where people post they didn't get the W, right? Or they get the L, or
Ls.
whatever, L day, whatever, or their order got canceled, or
Or the quality, or
I mean, I don't know if Dante remembers, but I remember, if you guys remember Meg from Nike, the famous Meg, when your order gets canceled.
oh yeah,
Best regards, Meg. And supposedly she really exists. Like, one of my boys actually called Nike and talked to Meg. Or Meg called her. So
really.
So I thought she was just a robot. But I guess there's a real person in there. But what I'm just saying is that, there's times where you just take losses too, but this is just a big loss. I think for the sneaker community in general, because you build that relationship with these stores too.
Well, right. I mean, but I personally have it, but as a family man, which I hope most of you can relate to a family type situation, or at least empathize with the situation. That his whole family,
His livelihood's done.
Yeah, it's done. Like, what do they do now? It's
what you
horrible.
gonna do? I mean, of course you got to reinvent yourself, right? And the
Right.
saying goes, when one door closes, another one opens. But I mean, it always takes time, but that's unfortunately Nike didn't give me time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, we're gonna cut it here. The video's getting a little long, but again, we wanted to bring it up because we understand, you know, Nike is a big corporation. Nike kind of steamrolls over everybody, but this type of situation is, I mean, we feel is a little unwarranted. At least the all of a sudden end of their relationship. So please, if you guys have further info, if you guys know of anyone or any mom and pops in your local area, bring it to light. I mean, we're curious. We're curious to see if this is a trend,
Exactly.
or I mean, maybe if what's in the Aaron from Premiere, maybe if he like comes on and actually sees the video and he sees that it's happening to others or it's happening to nobody, maybe he has been singled out.
That's true.
Never know. All right, guys. Well, appreciate you tuning in. This is probably might have got a little boring for some people, but again, it's a sneaker community. We talk about everything. Some things you'll like, some things you won't. But at the end of the day, it's about sneakers. So have a good one. Peace out.